Now, we need to head over to the blue house. To do this, just go ahead and exit your room. We're going to jump down here. I found that I jumped all the way down and ended up killing myself, which brings up one of my next points. If you die or you quit to the main menu and go back, often it's going to put you where you need to go next. Now, just so you guys understand where we are, if we look up here, you see that tower? That's where we started. So just walk all the way over here to this blue house. You'll know you're at the right place because there's a cop car outside and there's a cop patrolling the house. If the cop catches you, he will throw you out in front of the house and you will temporarily lose all your items. Not necessarily all your items, sometimes it lets you keep your crowbar and some of your tools, but if you found anything related to puzzles like a key or something like that, you'll have to go pick those up again if you get caught. Now, we need to sneak into the house. Personally, I went through the side door. You need to make your way into this room right here with the safe. The code is 1984. You find this code by finding all these colored blocks, but this is something we're able to skip by simply knowing the code. Next, we're gonna go type in another code that we know, skipping another whole puzzle. Interact with this painting right below the stairs and type in NOT. That's N-O-T. That's going to open up this secret door and grab the first doll. There's also a crowbar right here if you don't have one or you dropped one. After that, we're going to go find our second doll, which is the neighbor doll. To do that, we need to jump on top of this closet and jump into this vent. And the doll is right here, so go ahead and pick him up. And the third one is basically right where we need to go in the kitchen. There's a dollhouse, and we basically need to place all 3 dolls on the dollhouse. Now, personally, when I went into the kitchen, the police officer was entering the kitchen from the other door. So as you can see, I'm trying to dodge him right now. Hopefully, he can leave the kitchen, and I can go ahead and sneak in there, grab the third doll, and place all 3 dolls on the dollhouse. He's still right there. I think he's going to come through this side. Yeah, he sure is. If you end up needing to hide, you can jump up here and hide up here. He heard me, but he can't see me up here. If you're not familiar with the game quite yet, you can also hide inside of some closets and you could hide under some tables. But I just want to hide up there so I can get into the kitchen nice and easy. Now if you go over here, there's going to be a wooden plank. You need to press Y to open up your inventory and switch to your crowbar. Inside, you're going to find the third doll. After you have all 3, you can go ahead and start placing them on top of the dollhouse. Just make sure you place them in these spots. After that, the door is going to open up to the dollhouse and we can go ahead and grab the key. Basically, this part of the game consists of trying to find all 4 keys to be able to go inside of the basement. So this is our second key. We found one in that safe and this is the second one in the dollhouse. Now, if you kind of want to save your progress, I recommend using the keys. So I'm going to go to the basement. I'm going to unlock the first lock and the third lock. Now, if we were to get caught, these keys are going to get taken away from us. Luckily, if you respawn, you can simply just go back to the safe and grab it. The safe will already be open. Same thing with the dollhouse. The dollhouse will already be open and you just need to grab the key again. That's why I recommend using the keys, because now that those locks are unlocked, they're going to stay unlocked and we never have to touch those keys again. Next thing we want to do is go behind this greenhouse right here, jump on top of the trampoline, and then you want to jump on top of this branch and go inside of the treehouse. This is where our next puzzle is going to be located at, and ultimately where we're going to find our next key. Now, basically, there's a cardboard robot in this treehouse, and we need to make him look like this, exactly like that picture. So we're going to have to move his arms around. First, interact with the picture, and you're going to find his other arm located behind the picture. As you can see, we need to make his arm with the sword facing up, and his shield protecting the front of him. So I'm going to rotate this in front of him, and I'm going to rotate his arm with the sword up until it's like this. We actually need to rotate the shield just once more. So have both arms like that, his chest is going to open and you can grab the next switch. After you have the switch, go ahead and place it right there and interact with it. A train is going to come and it's going to push the scissors towards us, in which we can grab the scissors for the first time. These scissors are going to help us get our next keys. So yeah, the final 2 keys are upstairs, although we would not be able to get upstairs without getting the scissors, because to go upstairs, you need to cut the caution tape that's preventing us from going up. So head back over to the blue house, and hopefully without getting caught, you can make your way to the stairwell, in which we're going to use our scissors to cut the caution tape. So make sure that you press Y, you go to your inventory, and that you have your scissors out. If you haven't noticed already, you can run or sprint by holding down left trigger or L2. Once you get to the caution tape, go ahead and cut it with your scissors. Right when you get to the top of the stairs, take a left and close the door. Hopefully you're not being chased up here. First thing you want to do is look in this green basket and pick up the switch. You're going to put the switch on the wall and then use it. It's going to open up this secret doorway in which you want to look to your left. You're going to see some spider webs. Go ahead and cut all of them using your scissors and then grab the battery. Now we need to put this battery in the other room, so head over down the hallway. Hopefully the enemy is not in here. What we need to do is insert the battery inside of the toy car. It's over here in the corner. So go ahead and insert the battery. The car is going to drive under the bed. Once it's under the bed, interact with it again. The car will come back with our next key. Now, I recommend you use this key, otherwise you're going to have to come get it from the car all over again if you get caught. So, run downstairs, go to the basement door, and this key is for the 4th lock, the very bottom one. And at this point, we only need one more key. To get this key, we need to solve this photo puzzle, and to solve the puzzle, we need to find all of the different parts of the photo. Now, I found that in my experience of going through this game, this is where I got caught the most. Just because there's a lot of different pieces to collect, just know that if you get caught, those pieces will go back to where you found them. So, let's go back into the house. We're going to go upstairs, and we're going to go into the room on the left. If you look on this shelf, there's some caution tape. Go ahead and cut that. And we're going to have our first photo piece behind the caution tape. After that, head over here, jump on top of this bookshelf. Go ahead and cut these webs with your scissors. And we're going to find a weight behind it. After that, grab the weight and we're going to head into the other room upstairs, just across the hallway to the left. Make sure the enemy is not in there and then close the door behind you. You can place the weight by pressing right trigger or R2 and it's going to open up this wardrobe right here which has our next photo piece. If you need to hide, there's a closet in here. I found that I needed to hide in this closet a few times. Also keep in mind that there's some squeaky toys in the middle of the bedroom and if you step on those you're going to make noise, attracting the enemy. After that, we're going to have another photo piece in this pillow. It's the pillow with the patch on it, so pull out your scissors, interact with that. You're going to cut through the patch and get your next photo piece. At this point, we only have one photo piece left, and it's going to be in the crate outside of this door. So make sure that you have your crowbar out and interact with it by pressing RB. That's going to open it up, and we can grab the last photo piece. At this point, we should have all the pieces to the photo, so we can head back to the other room in which the photo frame is located. If you're being chased, there's another closet. If you're being chased, there's another closet that I hid in a few times right here. After this, you can go ahead and insert the photo pieces. Rinse and repeat this process until you place all of your photo pieces, completing the photo. After the photo is complete, this little compartment is going to open in which we can find our final key. To get the key, you're going to have to jump up here so you can be able to grab it. After you grab it, we simply need to go all the way downstairs and unlock the last lock on the basement, in which we'll be able to go down into the basement and basically finish day 1. Now, to finish day 1, you need to go and interact with this newspaper right here. It's going to trigger our next cutscene. Again, you can skip it if you want, totally up to you, but you should be unlocking your achievement for completing day 1. Alright, so now we're on night 1. First thing you want to do is grab this key, go up here and interact with the lock. After you escape, it's going to trigger another cutscene. I'm going to go ahead and skip this. And all we need to do for the first night is run to the museum. Once you get inside the museum, you can interact with the shovel, and that's going to take us to day 2. You'll also unlock an achievement for completing night 1. All you got to do is follow these tiles right here. It'll take you straight to the museum. Feel free to follow along, and I'll jump back in with some commentary once we're on day 2. Alright, so this is the museum. All you gotta do is interact with the shovel. Alright, so you should be unlocking that achievement called Shovel Knight. Kinda funny. for completing night 1. As always, I'd like to give a huge thank you to all of my Patreon subscribers. We just hit 12 patrons. I'd like to give a special shout out to everybody in the biggest fan club, including TimG84, Kegger101, Kana25, GamerTagNation.com, Rockmono44, and Fabio Novato. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe.